collaboration with the Asian AEUS group. Thank you all for joining us. We're short of one candidate who's coming from abroad, so I think we'll try to track him down. But otherwise, we'll be starting our introduction topics as well. आ गए हैं? Oh, okay, fine. All right, okay, nice to meet you. I was just looking for you. So great to have you. We'll be starting our session shortly. I'd just like to introduce the faculty, Professor Dr. Saad Khalid Niaz, and we have our international faculty, which is Dr. Khalid Hassan and Dr. Kambiz, and they're here from the Center of Interventional Endoscopy from the Advent Health in Florida. So it's a great honor to be in a room full of such fantastic faculty. We are joined by Dr. Ali Taj, the co-directors of this workshop, Dr. Shain Al-Qadir, Dr. Sajda Qureshi, and Dr. Shehryar. Dr. Sajda, unfortunately, is traveling right now, but she's been helping immensely with this workshop to take place. So I hope it's quite productive for you guys. We'll be starting the workshop with a small tilawat so that it starts with good grace. So here's hoping YouTube doesn't give me an ad.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful.
قل هو الله أحد.
Say, He is Allah, who is one.
الله الصمد.
Allah, the eternal refuge.
لم يلد ولم يولد.
He neither begets nor is born.
ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Nor is there to him any equivalent.
Private tutoring for your child?
I'll pass this on because okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I welcome you all to Sindh Institute of Advanced Endoscopy and Gastroenterology. Some of you have attended our courses before when we were in Surgical Ward 4. Just a brief overview of the transition. We started in 2006 in Surgical Ward 4, where we were given 2 rooms and we started doing fluoroscopy. We had fluoroscopy there and we started doing pancreatobiliary procedures. And then we, eventually from capsule endoscopy to enteroscopy to EUS, all the procedures were done in the unit that was basically 3 rooms and supported by Surgical Ward 4. So 2019 we presented to the government of Sindh what we had done and offered them if they wanted to take this to a slightly different level. And 2021 September we started construction. This is 13,000 square feet. We have 4 dedicated endoscopy suites with 2 fluoros and 1 ESWL, and then possibility of 2 more rooms that we can extend if need be in the future. We have 40 recovery beds and 10 inpatients. So that's the background of our unit. We are very fortunate to have a very dedicated team, both of doctors as well as nursing and technical staff. And obviously from where we started, where you people have come before, we were a staff of 10 or 12, and now we have over 60 people, and it will keep increasing. So with that introduction, I would like to first introduce Dr. Muhammad Khalid Hassan, who comes from Florida, who has been part of this unit for over 10 years and is responsible for the EUS that we have at least, plus has been supporting us with other procedures. And only yesterday we did 2 ESGs, endoscopic sleeve gastrectomy. And so Khalid is our part of our international faculty. He's one of the best endoscopists I've seen in my life. So I think, and he's a fantastic teacher, those who know him. This year we have, and a special thanks to Dr. Kambis, who's come again from the same center in Orlando, who is an amazing person. I met him first time in February this year when I went to Florida, and I feel as if I've known him for a long time. That's his personality. And he again not only is an excellent endoscopist, he specializes in ESGs and the use of all these very new difficult tools. But on top of that, I think he's an excellent teacher. I can share this with you that the talk he gave in Florida with a lot of stars from US, all over US, his talk was one of the best there. So speaks, you can imagine where he stands, because we had almost all shining stars from not only US but outside US as well. So I would like to thank you both for traveling all the way to help us out. Khalid has been doing it. He's a professional in doing that. But Kamvis, thank you so much for coming. Khalid has also seen this transition for the first time. So what we do here is, this is our 4th EUS course, and we are very thankful to Asian Endoscopic Group, which is a group of those who do endoscopic ultrasound in Asia and Australian, I think New Zealand as well. So mostly Asian countries, India, Pakistan, Far East. We initially had 2 people, myself and Ghayasun Nabi Tayyib. And now we have Dr. Shanil Qadir and Dr. Shahzad Riaz also representing Pakistan in the AEG group. AEG has supported us both with grant for support for the course, and also have supported us with through Olympus with some models that you are going to practice on. So and it is AEG who actually kind of help us set up the EUS course. This is a basic hands-on course where what we want to do is basically start with the model, where you can use and understand the way you do EUS, the way you handle the scope, have a little bit of an idea about what structures look like, and obviously that there will be some lectures, and after that, once we are comfortable, we can then go on to the patients. The difference between other courses and our courses is that we give you hands-on on the patients. Most courses actually don't, I think. So that's the plan. Over the next 3 days, we'll cover up. We'll give you an overview about all aspects of EUS, including where it's going and advancements that are related to EUS. Okay. What I want to do now is, what is our practice, Khalid, is that quickly we introduce the faculty, ask them to say a few words, and then move on to the the candidates who are here, both hands-on and observers. Okay. I am. Where's the mic? We can give it to Khalid, and he can quickly start and give us an update about hands-on courses and the opportunities that this is your fourth course. We started together. So just a few words, and then we can move on to Kambiz and then to the candidates.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Dr. Ubaidullah. I am Senior Registrar at Asian Institute of Medical Science, and we are doing EUS since 2021, and we are doing basic EUS, but it is not working. Our EUS machine is out of 3 months. So I am aware. I have already did a 1 year course at Turkey. Observership at Izmir under the leadership of Dr. Ahmed Aidan, but they were usually using radial scope at there.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Afan from Multan. So this is my first EUS course I am attending.
Assalamu alaikum. Sir, my name is Dr. Mushtaq. I am working as experiential registrar, Khyber Teaching Hospital, Peshawar, Gastroenterology Division, and this is my first endoscopic ultrasound workshop in SIH.
I am Dr. Hashmatullah Khan from Lady Reading Hospital, Peshawar. We have equipment, but we don't do EUS at the moment. We are doing ERCPs. Yeah. I think yes. Hands-on. Yeah.
डॉक्टर दिलाम लेडी रेडिंग अस्पताल पेशावर सर मैंने आपके साथ लाहौर में हैंड्स ऑन अटेंड किया था
So I'm Dr. Abdullah bin Khalid. I work in Dow University Hospital, Karachi. We have EUS machines there available. I did a chance to, went for 1.5 months in Turkey for EUS, some hands-on. So we do not very frequently, but we do EUS there. Sometimes FNBs, but I have problems in D1 stations and D2 stations. For stomach stations, I can still manage somewhat.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you? My name is Dr. Laik Ahmed. I'm from Saudi Arabia. I'm working there in King Abdullah Medical City, Makkah Mukarramah.
Which city?
Makkah Mukarramah, yeah. So I've been with you quite a couple of times in Riyadh with Abdul Lahabi, and I've seen you before. So I'm working there in KMC with all the advanced services available, balloon enteroscopies, capsule endoscopy, manometries, ERCP, advanced ERCP, spyglass, as well as EUS services. I don't have the privilege of the EUS actually, so other than EUS I'm doing all these things. I have been there in 2015 with Anthony in Hong Kong. I did the EUS observership for 1 month. So this is my refresher course. First time I am with you here directly one-to-one. So I hope I will get the benefit, inshallah.
How the course was when you went to NCTO? You were just observing?
It was just observership, yeah. But
for 1 month?
He's a nice man. Somehow he gave me 2 hands-on. So I don't know why, but I went there for the observership. But see, if you are not doing after that, because KMC Makkah has started this EUS services, I think 3 years ago. Since 3 years we are doing that. We have a machine since I joined in 2012, but we don't have the person who can operate that. At that time I went for that reason. So if I can go through and I can have the chance to have, unfortunately I don't have, they are following strictly the privileges. So at that time they are asking me some certificates. So.
Is this the same hospital with Dr. Khan is?
Dr. Mohammad Khan, no, Sayyid Khan, yes.
Yeah, same
He's
hospital.
there, yes. Yeah. Saad Zahrani and Dr. Khan are already doing this EUS. 2 people are doing it. Yeah. Thank you. I hear for head on, sorry.
I'm Dr. Shanil Gadar. I'm one of the faculty members here at Sin Institute of Advanced Endoscopy, and I welcome you all in this excellent course.
Ji, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Dr. Nasir Ahmed. I am here as advanced fellow, working with the other team member that I already introduced.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, Dr. Asim here, working as a kind of senior registrar. So, welcome all.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Khalid Hassan. So I've been involved with this EUS training for almost 9-10 years now, 10 plus. I want to feel like I'm younger, but Dr. Saad keeps telling me it's been 10 years or more than that. I keep telling him, no, it's been less than that, but it's fine. It's the purpose of this really course is like obviously some of you are observers, other are for hands-on. The goal of this is the one who are observers, and EUS itself, it's like different than endoscopy. Endoscopy, we're used to this white and red. We love seeing blood. EUS is totally different. You have to really switch the gear in your mind, completely switch it. You have to become a radiologist and endoscopist at the same time. And with EUS and with ERCP, it doesn't work like a colonoscopy. It does not work like a EGD. So you have to unlearn that. The movements you're gonna make with these scopes is gonna be really, really very small movements. So that's what we're gonna stress, that they're gonna be, we'll go through different stations, how to maneuver the scope. We will go over that. It would be beneficial for both observers and hands-on. And people who are gonna do hands-on, if you don't really have equipment and not gonna be able to really apply what you learned, that becomes a problematic. So very quickly it will disappear whatever you learned. So when you go back, the ones who have ability and who have the equipment in their in place, who have the resources, so just start using on those. All of you do endoscopy. You're good. The reason you are here, you really want to learn. That's why you are here, and you want to help your patients. So our goal is to teach you the basics. So when you see us performing, when you're doing an EUS, really the major part of the EUS learning is the diagnostic. Don't get impressed with this interventional EUS. So I like this terminology, okay? The real cricket is test cricket, okay? And then is one day. Interventional EUS is 2020 or maybe even 1010 of cricket, okay? So that will come eventually. Once you know the diagnostic EUS and you really know like where the station is, where to see what structure. Interventions itself is just a matter of stabilizing the scope and just sticking with the needle. That's it. But without diagnostic EUS, it is not possible to do a good intervention and a safe intervention. So today, this course is gonna be all just mainly it's gonna be the basics of EUS. So we will be more stressing more on that. You will see some cases of intervention as well, but that you are going to be the best judge of yourself when you should be doing those interventions. It's going to be a long day, so I already see you people getting tired. So wake up. Let's start the fun. It will be fun. It will be a good day.
Good morning, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Kambiz Katkodean. I work with Dr. Hassan at CIE, and he's my boss. Used to be my program director many years ago. And I can tell you first off, you're in great hands as far as training is concerned. Thank you very much, Dr. Niaz, for having us down. It truly is an honor. You know, we've seen many advanced endoscopy units around the world, and I can tell you that what Dr. Niaz has built here is truly second to none. The equipment that you all have here, the ability and patient volumes that are being produced are truly phenomenal. So it's a privilege to be down. The other part of this is hands-on EUS training. You know, even in the US, we cannot make available because there are many restrictions. So in that sense, this is very, very unique. We are excited about being able to sort of run you through basic motions of EUS. To Dr. Hassan's point, it's all about diagnostic EUS. Many of the errors that occur with interventional EUS occur because of a lack of a good foundation in diagnostic imaging. So we'll hopefully go through some basic talks, and we're excited to get the hands-on part started.
You will learn more during the hands-on. Like we'll have some talks, but that's really not the main purpose of the course. Main purpose is just to give you a hands-on scope, and a lot of stuff we will talk about that during the hands-on. We'll have some lectures. You have some, you will go first? No.